You know, it's interesting you mentioned that because when you were in New York, you were living quite the dream. You studied there, and then you got a consulting job, and then all of a sudden one day, it was an unfortunate day, or was it a fortunate day, shall I say, where you were asked to leave. Did that in any way, I'll tell you why it's very important, to really turn adversity into an opportunity. In the tech world, and we often cover things in the news space on the tech world, today itself, so many people were laid off at Twitter. There's so much talk of it, even in the coming weeks and months. You actually took that opportunity and made it perhaps one of the most massive moments in your life to really switch track.
Yeah, I mean, I think people make a really big deal of, getting fired. I mean, it happens to so many people. It's not a big deal. And more than that, I actually had already been thinking about, so my final year of college, I'd started really seriously considering doing music. But by then, I already had this job. So I was like, let me finish an year, make some money, have a little bit of savings, and then I'll take an year off and do this. And then midway through, I was asked to leave. So I was obviously, any sort of, it always like hits your confidence a little bit. Anything like that happens, because obviously you start thinking about like, what did I do wrong beyond a point. But I anyway was like, okay, this is a good segue into doing what I wanted to do anyway. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to go back to India and just, try this out for a year, which is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. So I just distracted myself and got into that right away. And that's kind of generally my attitude towards life. Like anytime, and because that's just one of the, obstacle or failure, whatever you want to call it, that happened. Because as you just live through life, there's multiple things that happen, right? On the personal front or the professional front that are failures, so to say. But I kind of just don't think about it too much. The way I distract myself is just being like, okay, what's the next thing I can do now, and forget about that as soon as I can.
So there are failures, and then of course, for all of us, there's been breakups as well. A lot of your music has gotten a lot of us by very difficult times, let's just put it that way. All of us really want to know how much is, well, a breakup or a special someone really the inspiration for some of your top tracks?
I'm sure it, so the thing is that I don't really, and I don't know how other artists function, but I don't really think about my inspirations or my experiences so much that directly, I mean, obviously anything that happens in life that's intense will affect you deeply in some way. And of course when you fall in love or when you fall out of love, both of those are really intense experiences. So I think that ends up kind of, inspiring things and making you think about, it's just intensity inside, It just like really like spurs that. But that being said, like when I'm writing a song, I'm not really thinking about a particular person or a particular day. I'm just kind of writing, and it's a very stream of consciousness sort of thing. And I might not know the meaning of that song sometimes till many weeks after I've written it even.
You're touring India as we speak. Sold out concerts in Mumbai, Pune, you're heading to Delhi and 15 other cities. It's a 15-city tour. It's been a crazy turnout. Everyone's been posting about it on social media. But so, since you're talking about your inspiration, is there a special someone in Prateek Kuhad's life?
Right now, no.
Yes.
No.
All right. So is this now in the breakup phase where the inspiration comes? No, I'm just messing with you. But it really does matter, Prateek, because you said some of your influences were Elliott Smith. Obviously, he had his inspirations. The Beatles did all sorts of crazy stuff in the lyrical world. And I think lyrics for you are really a game changer. So if I was to do your introduction again, your music is fantastic. The videos are just heartwarming. But would you like to call yourself a songwriter above all?
Yeah, definitely. And I think I've become a good singer over the years because I toured so much. I just toured so much, and every time you tour, you have to rehearse a bunch. So I've just sang my songs just so much, which a lot of people don't do, because India doesn't have that intense a touring culture. So you won't see just the volume of shows I've done and the kind of rehearsals we put in is just, it's pretty uncommon. Not every musician does it, especially singers. And I think I got better. So I still don't think I'd be very good at as a playback singer or a singer per se. I'm good at singing my songs because I know them and I've sang them enough number of times. But if you ask me to sing somebody else's song, it takes me a while to really learn.
But you've absolutely killed it in Bollywood as well. Some of your hits come from
They were my songs.
Ho Gaye Hum Kahan and stuff like
but
that.
they were still my songs, you know. Like playback singing is like singing something you have no involvement in creating or writing at all. And that's still something I find very challenging.